gonna go double cup
Over a
with my
drink, you
shit.
gonna double cup your joint?
Yeah, you gonna double cup that shit?
You get double cup shots.
Yeah, we double cupping it all.
And
Yeah,
I
it
am
kinda
I
flows.
rise. I wanna
Yeah,
go
you know what I'm
live
talking
with
about?
this one. What's the name?
That's dope.
So
And
they
I
can-
am
I wanna tag
B
them
Manly.
and,
My bad. I'm sorry, y'all.
on the
Tag on whatever you want to
I wanna
tag
tag
on.
the YouTube.
Tag it on. Tag on YouTube. What up, YouTube? Tag them.
All right, go ahead. Introduce
I remember I
yourself,
used to.
man.
I did. I thought I did. Hey, I'm Mr. Manly. B Manly. I think y'all know me. Hey, hey, listen. Wait a second. Wait a second. Well, I apologize. And to my left, we have.
Nelly Yoga, your favorite yoga soldier, aka the Yoga Broad, in the building.
What up,
y'all?
Nelly? What's happening?
I mean, it's Bird Monday, you know.
Hey,
It's the Bird's Nest Monday. We in the Bird's Nest today.
Let's do this
You know what I mean?
you know,
Everybody-
let's do this the right way here.
Fear the bird, baby. We
Fuck
in
you,
here.
Chiefs, today. It's
Got
all
my
about
socks
Beyonce. Fuck you, Teller.
I'm eagle down. I'm eagle down.
You got socks?
I got socks on, bro.
Hold up, wait a sec. Yo,
Yeah,
that's tight.
yeah.
That's tight right
And
there.
a,
I
and,
like
and a
that.
custom made Eagles hat.
Hey,
You know what
that's
I mean?
tight right there. That's definitely dope.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. You see this right here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we eagled out.
Custom
I saw-
chef
yeah,
hat.
You know, the first thing I noticed was the custom made.
Yo, that's
For sure.
crazy.
So
I
you
like
know
that. I
I
like that. You
understand.
eagle head
Yeah,
to toe.
I bleed green heavy.
Head to toe.
I'm about to get all my apparel
That's-
together. I caught myself ordering some shit online, man, and it was so decent online. It was like a Eagles varsity jacket dress. That shit did not come and look like what the fuck I thought I ordered online.
Shit was like you got it from Temu.
Man,
What I ordered
like
versus
I
what I
made that
got.
in home ec in high
Yeah.
school or some shit. Like, are you kidding me right now?
Yo, that should be crazy.
What I ordered versus
What I got.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was so disappointed.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so
Shit happens sometimes that way. You
speaking
gotta
of
watch what you order.
disappointment,
So mad.
Oh,
speaking of disappointment, first I'm gonna go to the YouTube so I can drop the link
To
make
the
it easy.
YouTube. You
To
sound like a
the
senior
To the
citizen.
YouTube, yes. And what I mean by the
Nice.
YouTube while you open up the drink is I meant the Glockaware YouTube page. I already tried to drop
Okay.
www.glockaware.com, but I want more people to join us on YouTube so we can look up there and not be squinting so much at the phone, you know.
Yes, people.
Oh,
You know,
Okay.
you can use the phone for what the
Altos?
purpose is for like, you know,
Reposado.
Reposado, yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, tequila always
Yeah.
for me.
You see?
Speaking of, so yesterday,
What happened yesterday?
since I was off work, I decided to go, like, you know, I have this thing where I am a sociable, antisocial person.
I can
Mm.
dig that.
Thank you, Toucan,
Okay.
for dropping me the link. I am a sociable, antisocial person,
like
meaning
that.
I do like to go out and socialize with people, but it must be on my own terms.
There you go.
And it must be, you know, I have to feel safe and comfortable. So
Mhm.
at this big old age, as they say, I only go out to events where I know the DJ, I know the promoter, and or I know the bartender.
Got
In
it.
most cases, I know
Thanks, B.
all, and that works for me. I also go to concerts and shows. I do definitely do that. So like, you know, but out like just it's not common. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. I'm not going to say you've never seen me out at a bar, but
Mhm.
it's not common that I'll be in a bar in the summertime, with the exception of when
Right.
it's outside and everybody's outside and my friends are. That's where they always are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll catch me there more common and more often because I'm
Shouts
with
out to the
friends,
Keep.
and this is how I see them.
That's one
But,
of the bars.
So yesterday, my brother Nate and some friends, and I always talk about Philly Nate,
Mm-hmm.
and they had the trapping brunch. And since I was off work, and since I had my surgery and I had been in the house, so I hadn't really seen people in a while, I was like, let me go to the trapping brunch. Now, I also get money, like to, you know, chase a bag every once in a while. So I also signed up to work from 5 to 10 because in my mind,
Ooh. Where you going with this one? You went to the trapping brunch and signed up for 5 to 10.
yes,
Shit.
prior to this, because in my
After the trapping brunch.
After the
Because-
trapping brunch.
Sound like liquor was flowing and you went to work like,
Oh,
hey.
man.
because
A little
in my
toasted.
Yeah.
mind,
Yeah, in your mind. You was Stevie Wonder for a minute.
because in my mind,
yeah.
the trapping brunch was from 11 to 4. Now the trapping brunch,
Mm-hmm.
the trapping brunch is also at Punchline, so I know
Okay.
the cutoff was going to be pretty hard because
Mhm.
it's a venue where they have other events and stuff going on,
Yeah,
and you know.
yeah.
Okay, so
You still gotta go to work at 5 though.
Right. Right, gotta be there at 5, meaning I
you
either
gotta be there
if
by
I'm getting there,
4:45.
Right.
no, I
But-
have to be at work by 4:45
But
to
I
make
know
it
you.
safely to the gate without having to rush, and that's me having to pay $28 for parking.
Mhm.
Versus I have to be.
They don't
at,
give y'all parking passes or
versus I
permits.
have to be at the employee parking by
Ooh.
4:25.
That's a rough one.
parked and
That's
getting
rough.
on the bus to
That's
me.
definitely
Oh
rough.
wow.
Okay,
That's
so I
definitely
clocked in at 4:59. Right,
Mm.
clocked in at 4:59.
rough.
Skirting across the
Skinny and
terminal,
deep.
walking fast. I'm breaking out into a sweat. I've been telling y'all about how I just get summer out of nowhere. I just turn into a ball of fire. I'm breaking into a sweat. I'm walking. And then it kicks in. You had 6 shots.
Yep. Uh
You got there. you were supposed
huh. I
to
like
go,
where this is
you
going.
were
Trap
supposed to
and
go at
brunch.
11 because it starts at 11.
Nah, you ain't going at 11. Come on, you don't. No one goes to. We don't go to nowhere like that
When
soon
it
as
starts.
Like, come on,
And
that's
I
not
would
going to
have-
happen.
I would have under the
Right. Let's just open.
Right. Well,
I want to get
You
there from the
have to
time
get
this
there.
open
Because this is cutoff time with that. You like, wait,
to the time it's
we
done.
got 90 minutes with the open bar. You gotta hold that.
I go to a bar and leave that thing cool.
You know
Hey,
what?
wow. That's
You know
mean
what?
right there.
so I mean, in theory,
Oh, we
yes.
putting it up.
So,
Wait,
Oh, hey, let's.
Oh yes, let's take.
Before we.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm all set. I put the link up. I appreciate you pouring.
All right
To
there.
birds.
To the birds, man.
Salute.
Salute. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
That's smooth.
That's not bad.
That's smooth right there. That's smooth. I like that.
Oh, you definitely a tequila drinker too.
I
All
like
right
it.
now. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
like
Better
it
out
a
than
lot.
in. That's
So
That's
this
how
is
God
me
intended.
yesterday. You know how it is when you with Philly Nate
yeah. Hey, listen.
and my brother Sheed. And
Shouts
so
out to bro. What's up, Nick?
I'm also in there. So this is how small Philly is.
Mm,
These are my brothers I grew up with, went to high school with, like pre-K with Nate. Okay.
mhm.
So I'm looking and I'm like, I know
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. They can. I'm like, I know these
Okay.
people. Okay, cool. So I'm like, I know you from work. Mind you, they know my brother. So now today I'm at work and he was like, oh, you in here early today? Because I went back to work at 7 o'clock this morning. So needless to say, I got to work, clocked in at
What?
4:59, and I was like this by 9 o'clock. Like, what are we doing?
Listen.
Y'all doing early hours? Actually, it was like 7. I was like, y'all doing early? Like, my girlfriend gave me Excedrin. I was like, the hell
Yo,
is
you
this?
did a 5 to 10 after the brunch, went home, and then did a 7 to what?
Today, 7
Yeah.
to 4, 7 to 11, and 1 to 4. So I did have a 2-hour
Oh,
break.
wow.
Yes.
That's incredible.
I
That
mean,
was rough. My bad.
It was rough, but you know,
That was rough.
it was cool.
That was
So,
rough.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. You made it through.
catch it?
You made it
I
through.
definitely made it through.
I'm good.
You know who?
Well,
You
thanks,
know who
thank
else made it through? Because
thought you said
this is
Ryan.
going to be our big.
Thought you said this.
This is our big topic. Who else made it through? Diddy made it through, y'all. Oh,
Oh,
we got somebody
Diddy
tuned in.
Diddy
Yeah,
has his
Diddy made it
own-
through.
What up? What
in
up?
the,
What
in
up?
this here Scorpio
up, Prince?
season, real
get a
quick.
mic. Get a mic.
Happy
Come on.
birthday, Joe Biden. Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Sleepy
birthday,
Joe.
Biden.
Sleepy
Joe.
Joe Biden is
3,700.
Sleepy Joe.
And
Birthday, Joe Biden.
happy birthday to my most favorite misogynist, Future. Today
Oh,
is
happy
Future's
birthday.
the
Smooth
baby
ass
Ace's
future.
birthday, yeah.
Damn,
Happy
ain't that
belated
something?
birthday to my
Happy
baby
birthday
girl.
to
And happy
Future.
belated birthday and happy belated Mother's Day to you.
Yeah, thank you.
You know,
Yeah,
the world
happy.
is full
I'm
of
almost an
Scorpios.
empty nester, people. I'm counting down. I got one more year. My oldest is 28, 25. My Navy kid is about to be 20, and the baby is 17. I'm counting
Yeah,
down.
see, my baby
One
is
more
gonna be
It's the
12.
final countdown.
So, is it the final countdown for Brother Love, as he's been called?
Man,
is that where
he
this
got-
Brother Love
Dun, dun,
persona
dun,
has
He
dun.
came out
emerged from?
unscathed. Unscathed.
I would not say unscathed because
No, unscathed. He's been paying the bread. It was just time for a renegotiation.
I like the way you said that,
The
Chef.
NDA ran out, or the NDA, whatever, but the non-disclosure agreement. it
Why are
ran
you
out.
over there,
You know
sir?
it was, of course. after the relationship is over. No, you know those agreements run a course.
Listen,
I can't hear you.
For renegotiation.
and okay, so that's
that
one theory I like.
He
I like
said
that
the
theory.
NDA ran
So
out.
speaking of NDAs and
I know,
just
I know what you saying. That's just funny as shit.
Just-
that the NDA runs.
just
ran
real
out
quick,
on them.
touching on like
But-
celebrity relationships in that aspect with people they work with and people who are close to them in general. Because
Mhm.
I've been tangent or actually immersed. I've never signed an NDA. I also am a very loyal person, and there is nothing anybody
Nobody
can.
would ask you to, though.
Nobody would ask me
Nobody
to.
would ask you to, though. But my question to you is, if you got into a relationship with someone of that stature, you
I
understand what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
do it.
Would you
First
still
of all,
would
I
you
wouldn't
still
do it.
not
From what I
do
seen
it?
and what I know, I
Well,
wouldn't do it. Oh no,
well,
I would do it though because
what I'm saying is,
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
it's beneficial both ways. Like, folks,
This
it's not.
this is what I tell people. I have a lot of stories to share about a lot of people. They are our stories though. So I can tell certain things in certain aspects and certain stories I just can't tell
That's-
because it's too much if certain people were there. Those are our stories to share. Now, if somebody else happens to bring it up and it becomes one of those things, then I can always tell my side or my view of the story, which is something that's been happening.
Without
as
the
this has-
context getting bigger than the
Correct.
agreement, though. Right.
So like I tell people
Right.
all the time, like it's a lot of shit I know about people, but those are my stories or those are our stories. And it's a loyalty thing for me. Like I have no reason to. And not only that, my friend Mister, shout out to him, it's something he said to me the other day, we were on the phone. He was like, there's people that he knows and they were friendly, like they were friendly and now they may not speak or whatever. He was like, you can't say anything to me about them because if you're gonna do that and I allow you to do it, imagine what you're saying about me to other people
True.
and when I'm not in those rooms.
Mhm.
And I was
always
like-
say that.
and I
What
never even
makes
think
them
of it like
comfortable-
that.
What makes somebody
Yeah.
comfortable
Enough
enough
to talk
come
about
talk
you.
to
To come
you
to
about
you
me?
about me,
Yeah.
right?
There's
And then,
something
and,
wrong.
and then you
there.
come to me telling me like, yo, guess what
Yeah,
somebody
that's what
said
they-
about
what
you.
was you
means-
saying
But you
when they
not
was
asking-
saying?
Why
Which
you
means
not
you had
asking
to
say
carry on
nothing?
the conversation
Bro,
with
what
them.
you was saying?
They
What
didn't
you
just
agreed
come
to?
and bombard you
Because
with
that's- that
things
story-
about me.
That's real
Yeah.
shit.
That story should have went down like, yo, so and so was trying to talk about you, and I just cut that conversation
But that
short.
loyalty thing.
If it don't end like that, then
Yeah.
that means you sat there
And
and
that
listened,
means you
and
sat there and
probably
indulged.
in
Indulged. You indulged.
Yeah.
A conversation takes two people. Nobody sat there and just bombarded you with shit.
with a whole bunch of shit.
So it sounds like some people have a price because I brought that up tangent with the Cassie situation just because
Everyone has
also
a price.
last week with Bilali B saying stuff about Will that people have been saying since the 90s. It's like, why is you
but
bringing this
it's
back?
after
Why
the-
are you bringing it
because
up
it's
now?
after the bread ran out on
Okay.
the NDA. You
So-
understand that these people get paid for a certain amount of time too. When you sign NDA, you don't just sign it and they kick you. No, you get paid to keep your mouth shut. But it also runs a course after said time. you
Sounds
spend
like a
around
bunch of
person
bitter
or
people.
whatever. But it's always somebody
So are
disgruntled.
you really this
Yeah,
person's
it's
friend?
always
Like I
somebody
just didn't
disgruntled.
appreciate seeing headlines like his a longtime friend of
Former
40
friend,
years.
yeah,
No, this should
no.
say
Yeah.
long time
Yeah,
of 40 years.
no.
Like, no, y'all
Yeah,
been
no.
stopped being friends.
Y'all never was
They
friends.
never were friends.
Or you
Y'all
never
were always
friends if
associates.
you were out here.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even in. Let me tell you something. He's like his former assistant. And all the time that
that
I've
just
worked,
mean to hang around her.
I was about to say, Will had an assistant. Her name was Jana.
I thought it was a woman.
Jana
I
became
thought it was
an
a
executive
woman.
at Overbrook Entertainment, his company. Jana was running Will's everything for a very long time.
It was a
I
woman
know
at the
'cause
time you
whenever I
talking
had to
about.
do anything for Will, and this is on a personal level, I had to speak to Jana. So when I saw that assistant headline, I was like, that's clickbait because it makes you want to say he knows something. It makes
Yeah.
it makes you feel
That's
like he knows
always it.
something.
Because he's got an
Yeah.
inside
Because he's got
perspective.
and I don't think that's fair to
No.
people, and I think that's just a little fucked
You know
up
what
that,
it is.
that people be
He
clout
was
chasing
in the
in that
room.
aspect.
You know what? You know how he knows though, right?
He was in the
He
room.
was in the bro.
Or
When
he
you're-
was in the
when
room
you're
next
that
to the
guy,
room and he was
no, what I'm
definitely
saying
listening.
is when you're that guy who has that inside perspective, it's because you have that inside perspective, bro.
Right, and the thing is,
You wasn't just walking
Pause.
in; you was already in some of them rooms,
and
bro.
the thing is, you
That
have to look at it
inside
as like people are like, well, why now?
It was a double. It was a double.
It's
Did
a
you catch it?
time
It was a
thing. It's
double
kind of
out
like
time.
you were in the room
Definitely.
then. You ain't been in the room in 20 years.
Absolutely, I caught that.
So what
right
you're
there.
saying is definitely from a time
you
period
def-
when you were in
Right.
the room.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. That's why it's always old stuff.
You didn't bring up
I
nothing
think that's
new.
corny.
You understand? You didn't bring up nothing new.
I think
All
it's
this
fine.
shit
And
just-
you really
I know
didn't
you
bring
did,
up
Corey.
anything. What you did was add your confirmation because
But-
you're an insider to things that were already said. He didn't say nothing new about Will, not to me.
But that needs to be a lesson to people. People use the term friend too lightly. You give everybody these titles and you do things that you don't want to be exposed in front of people that you don't know completely and can't trust like
Shouldn't be
that.
doing them
That's how
shits.
Kevin Hart got caught
about
up
to say,
with
Shouldn't
that
be
whole
doing
little
that shit.
scandal.
If you-
If
Stop.
you're doing
Shouldn't
things
be
that you can't do in the light, it's probably because you shouldn't be doing
Well,
those
even
things.
even
Actual
still,
No, you can do
Right,
it.
you
It
can
leads
do
me back
whatever
to
you
no.
want.
It leads me back to my statement that
That's
I love
some
saying.
fucking integrity.
You can do anything you want. Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
You can.
But should you?
And not only that,
You're a
can do whatever
prominent
you want.
person.
I said no.
However,
you shouldn't do
for
everything.
every
Hell
action,
no,
there
that just
is
don't
an
make sense
equal-
to do
Should you?
everything.
Huh?
For
Like, you
every
can't do
action,
everything.
there
There's
is
a
an
reaction.
equal but opposite
Reaction.
reaction.
And that's a
Absolutely.
We are
fact.
all
That's not
scientists.
That's the laws
an
of
opinion.
physics.
We are all scientists.
not an
and
opinion.
It's not an opinion. That
On
is
occasion,
actual
I'm a
factual.
scientist.
So
not
my
all the
whole thing
time.
is, I always tell people, like, I was like, justice doesn't just mean you get your just deserve as in a penalty. Justice is also your reward. So you should always do things just because it's
Because you
a
never
good
know.
nature.
And why not?
Yeah, that's
It doesn't
only.
cost you anything.
Right.
Oh,
And I don't know how
Not-
much we
not
don't
that
know. We
I
don't know.
That sounds
Listen,
great.
we
too.
don't know
No,
how
I was
much-
gonna say,
like
not that I
unicorns and
always.
rainbows.
not-
We
I
don't
was
know
gonna
how
say
much
not
it
that I
costs Diddy.
always do.
we
But-
don't know how much it
No,
costs
no.
Diddy either.
Yeah, but understand though. It's the same thing like the Bill
Hey.
Cosby thing to me. It's the same thing like the Bill Cosby thing. Do you think those women were just somewhere dormant, living with this shit every day? No, they were getting paid to keep their mouth shut. And then when the agreement time ran out, or Bill Cosby decided, hey, I'm not paying you bitches no more. I'm not paying you bitches no more. I'm about to die soon.
That's
Fuck
probably
it.
why she was
It
asking
was
for
the
that 30.
70s. I ain't really do nothing wrong
Exactly.
anyway. I was only doing this shit for my
Oh, whatever,
image now.
bro.
Fuck my image.
Listen,
I'm not paying y'all anymore.
so
Because there's
Hey,
no
boy,
way that
Supreme.
96,000 women was getting roofied and no, it just all y'all was upset about it. No.
no, that nigga.
Y'all was getting roofied, and Bill Team found out that Bill a freak, and he said, hey, look, it's Bill Cosby picture page, man. Y'all got to shut the fuck up and take this bread.
Not
And
the
y'all
picture
took it.
page,
Hey,
man.
he was picture page man then. And they
Picture
took the
page.
bread.
Picture page
Like
man,
everybody
Brown
likes to say
Hornet,
that the women were victims of
he
it.
was-
No, to
he was
me,
every
you're not a
shit.
victim when you take a check. I don't give a
Uptown
fuck
Saturday
what
night. That's
happened.
my man.
When you take a check,
See, I don't know if I agree
No.
that you're not. A
no,
victim when you take a
not
check.
not when you get given a check like through the courts. That's
Okay.
not what I said.
Okay.
When you take a check, hey, I did something wrong to you. You can either do this or you can take this check. When you
What you
take
call that
the
person when
check,
they take the check?
I don't give a fuck what you call them, but when you you're compliant.
Absolutely.
So you don't then get to say you're a victim.
Yeah.
You can't be the same thing.
True. That's true.
You can't.
That's true.
unless you're a child.
'Cause you-
No. Childs get given money. A child ain't never said, all right, I'm going to shut up if you give me this bread. No. The court system
No, a
finds it.
child-
I'm
I
talking,
don't know
bro,
about never. These new
understand my
kids.
statement. I'm not saying if you go through the courts and you go through the victim and you go through the courts and the courts
No, I
find you a
agree-
victim
I agree with
and you
you.
get a settlement
I
and
agree.
you get payment,
And if you take
get
the
all
check,
of that shit.
if you take the check, you
If
gotta shut the fuck
take
up.
the check, you
gotta
have
shut
to
the
shut
fuck
the
up.
fuck
You gotta
up.
shut the fuck up.
It's a
Cut it the
service
fuck
now.
out.
You
Yeah.
provided a
Stop this
service.
shit. And you agree. Like, let's cut it the fuck out. You agree. You
You
said this
can't
is
take the check
this
and
is for
spend the
this.
bread. And
Yeah.
it's not one check.
Yeah.
They were
It's-
getting checks annually. Payments.
But he got to give up that money to the chick, man. He settled out. He did the right thing.
Yeah,
He did the right
and
thing.
We,
Bro,
and we don't
he
even
did
know
the
how
right
much-
thing.
No, he been did that
Yeah,
already.
Chef-
Cause she
he did the
been
right
Chef's
thing.
quiet.
opinion is he's been doing
He
it.
been doing that because she
Yeah.
been quiet. What I'm saying
but she
is,
wanted a lump sum. She got tired of this shit. He out here fucking the
okay,
chick from.
so you
what's-
should have
what's
said
the
that.
group?
Wait,
The city girl.
The
wait.
city
so you
girl,
should
so
have
she
said
feeling
that.
some type
So
of
you
way a
should have
little
said that.
bit.
You
I
think
think.
Puff couldn't have gave her a lump sum? Of course she do. It's
Nah,
emotion, bro.
Listen,
It's
but he ain't
emotion.
want to.
No,
he ain't want
we're
to.
not talking about what he wanted.
He ain't
She
want
been
to.
asking for money for
Nigga,
years.
He ain't
Nigga,
want
and
to.
he been
And
giving
it's
her
like,
money
shut the
for
fuck
years.
up. Man, you my little bitch. Shut up, man. You my little yeah.
So
Chill the
now
fuck
she
out.
upset, and
Yeah.
now it's rape and all that. So if it was so rape,
No, I think
No.
I think he may have took
Nah,
that pussy before.
okay.
though.
So if he was
I
taking
think
it,
he
why
took that
take a
pussy
bag
before.
again, bro?
No,
She
listen.
took a bag again.
Listen though, I think
No.
I don't think it's rape in the sense of like SUV, like
No.
like rape.
No,
I
mental
think he
rape.
took
No,
the-
mental
No,
rape.
I think he took the
ain't
pussy
no,
before. Man.
how do
She
you
told
take
him
something?
no.
How do you take something that's given to you?
I think she was mad before,
At a time
man,
when it's
and,
not
and she
given to
said
you
no.
as rape.
Yeah,
no.
that's
Okay,
rape.
okay. So
They
then,
not-
all right.
they not
So he
married.
raped her.
Not in the sense
When?
of like bitch. I'm
And
gonna-
then
when
what
he-
was the
when
next
he
rape? Was
came-
there
in the sense of,
raping?
like-
Or were you
No,
like
she said once when he came to her house and broke in 2018.
and she telling you
in
no, and he take the pussy.
2018? Wait, in
2018? I
2018.
can't remember the years.
In 20, I don't give a fuck. It wasn't in 2023.
No,
Just now.
no, it wasn't.
And I think the
2023.
statute run out. That's what it
No, the
was. What I
statute doesn't
said.
run out.
No, there's no
Was it-
statute of limitations.
No.
He settled
It
that.
wasn't that the statute ran out. It
for
was,
the file charges.
there was
or
an
something.
act. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forget the name of the act in New
Something
York
about-
City where
about
that
her
statute
filing-
was
yeah.
going to expire.
For
and
the
she
file
had to
charges.
file
She had to
charges
even
by
file
then.
charges by this time.
All right,
and-
so
and
do you
some
think
shit like
she
that.
didn't get a check for that? incident?
Listen,
Because
Absolutely,
she didn't
got a
say
check for
anything else.
everything.
Because she
No,
didn't say
that.
anything else
No,
after
listen,
it
she say
again.
That. She say that she got a check for everything, for every time.
no,
That's
she
just
said
like a
she been asking
domestic.
for- She said she's been asking for
No.
money for years and not getting it.
No,
is what
she
said.
wanted the
Which is
lump
a
sum for
lie.
years. I'm talking
Because
about.
what has she been doing for
Bruh,
years?
I'm talking about this shit.
Going to therapy and
She
being
had a
married with
baby and
children.
be yeah.
No.
She moved on. Her
Bro,
life
she was
after
fucking
we
with this
bought.
nigga for a long time though. Like she got a decade.
But
in
no,
it,
Since she
she
was
got
19.
kids and she moved
She got a
on with
But
decade.
you know what? I want to
right?
play
And then
devil's
that-
advocate
and
about.
then that
I feel
regular
like
life got.
I feel like debates like this sometimes is the reason why women don't come forward. Like I'm
we
gonna
definitely
play
was gonna
devil's
get to that.
advocate here,
There's always a
and
devil's advocate, but
but
that's not the case.
it-
you
you-
don't
we
come
don't know
forward
what
because
the
you took
case
a
is.
bag.
You can't say with
We
For
don't
whatever
know
reason,
that
at
it's
some
not
point,
the
of course they
case.
came. Of course they came to her and manipulated and tried to strong arm her. It's Puff Daddy, so of course somebody who's a handler or whatever went to go handle
But
that thing.
if you take
but
a
she
bag,
took the bread.
if you take a bag, and
You're
I'm
at
not
the
just
point
talking
now
about
where
her
you don't
case.
have to take
I don't
the
even
bread.
know if she took the
Listen.
bread. But
No,
if anybody
listen, she
takes the
definitely
bag,
settled.
if
So
anybody
she
takes the
definitely took
bag,
the
then you gotta
bag.
shut the fuck
But for
up.
her, it was
You gotta
always.
shut the fuck up.
She hasn't said anything since then.
Yeah,
For
that's
her-
what I'm saying. Like
For her, it
that's
has
why I say my
always
man
been
Puff
about
Smooth
the
and shit.
money.
Yeah, Puff
For
Smooth.
her, it has all. She
All
said
you
it.
had to
She
do
been
was
asking
just
for money for years.
The whole like if we gonna
But
go.
what it did was shine light onto it. Which
That's what it
does
did,
leave him
on, like, yeah.
exposed for other people to come
For,
forward.
like, how many
now that's
other-
what I want to
for
see how
criminal
this all
charges
play
to be
out
brought
and
up.
how
I
many women
bet you
come
nobody else
forward.
don't. I bet you nobody else
Oh,
don't
fuck
slide
no,
up.
listen,
I
bro.
I bet you nobody else don't
Danny
slide
Kane
up.
been saying it for years.
Yeah,
The
and where's
little
she
chick
at?
he
And
had.
where's she
Marley
been?
Simmons just the interview just resurfaced where she said that Diddy threatened her and then he apologized in
This stuff
public.
resurfacing though. Where are I'm talking about?
Oh, he
now.
definitely listen
like
though.
when Bill. No,
Well,
when the one
listen.
chick, when
Right
the one
now-
chick
He
came
definitely
at Bill,
blew Kid
them
Cudi
chicks
Chara.
came out the
Bro.
woodworks.
But they
Bro,
weren't
he
from right
blew-
now. They all were from decades
Bro.
ago,
Yeah, but
just
what
like
I'm saying
him.
is, but they still came forward. Nobody ain't slide up yet. That shit got handled
It
in the
just-
day, y'all. No, we can't
It
say
just
it's just
came
anything.
out.
That nigga did
Yeah, and it
just
just got
telling you.
handled the next day.
It's not that nobody slid up. People have not been paying attention to the people that have been saying it for years. Because who the fuck is listening to crazy ass Azealia Banks?
But it's documented though. What I'm
She's
saying
been
is that's
saying it for
documented. But what I'm saying
years.
is that's documented.
Wasn't-
Just like the
and what
Danny
was the
Kane
other-
brought.
yeah, he
just
kept
like
her,
what's his
right?
baby
and,
mom.
and Aubrey O'Day
What's-
been
and
saying it
what's his
for
baby mom?
years.
Yeah,
And what's
the
his
other
baby?
one.
The baby mom too. That's not. I'm not saying it hasn't
Kim
been
Porter
said.
was writing the tell-all book
What I'm
right
saying
before
to
she
you is when
died from
the chick
complications
came at
of
Bill,
pneumonia at 50.
all them bras came. He gave her bread. They settled, and
That
still
was a
nobody ain't come
He
calculated
say
may
thing.
have
nothing
given
else.
all the rest of them
What I'm saying-
broads.
all right,
For
what
Bill,
I'm
that was
saying is
calculated though.
Nobody ain't
That was
come say
calculated
anything
on
else
Bill.
yet.
They may have gotten their payoff too.
But that was
That
calculated.
24
Bill
hours
shit
was
was
picking up to
calculated.
settle. He
what
might have
takes me-
just-
What takes me right back to take the bag, shut the fuck up.
That's
You have
always.
to shut the fuck
listen,
up.
I agree with that
You have
on
to shut the fuck
every
up
level
unless
though.
the feds knock on your
On-
door with an open
On
investigation.
then you fucked up though.
With the open
But if you
criminal
take the
The
investigation.
feds still gonna get you too, because they
If
gonna
you
say you took
agree
the bag.
to the bag, you gotta shut the fuck. That's like if you agree to a deal, that's a handshake. If you agree to a deal, come on, man, we gotta honor this deal. If you agreed to get
It's
the
deeper
bag,
than a
you gotta
handshake,
shut
bro.
the fuck up.
If you take the bag, you gotta shut the fuck up.
You gotta shut the fuck up.
I want to talk about something
If I paid you,
Nelly, Larry.
hey, Nelly, go ahead, talk
because we
about
could
it.
debate
What you
this shit
wanna
all
talk about?
day.
All day.
No, this
I
ain't even
mean,
a
like,
debate though. But
we-
if you take a bag, you gotta shut the fuck up.
I agree with y'all.
See, I'm talking
I'm
about.
not
That's
dis-
all.
I'm-
I
I
don't,
agree
I
with
don't
y'all
care
there.
who take the bag. I
But
don't care
whoever,
what the bag
yeah,
is
whatever.
over.
Yeah, if you
I don't
take the bag,
care
you
when,
gotta
when
shut
it's
up.
over. If you threw the rock at Miss Mabel's door and then we get caught, and I'm like, listen, I give you $2. Don't tell my mom. You took that joint. You can't tell my mom. We got to ride. We got to ride. You took the money, man. Shut up. We got to ride. We got to take this ass whooping together. I paid you. We gotta
Alright,
both take
I'm
the
done
ass
with this
whooping.
conversation.
Right. What else?
I'm over it. I'm fascinated by this Bass Reeves Reeves series.
Who?
Y'all been following it?
Oh, watch
I
it.
have not been.
You ain't watch it? Who you not watching?
Man,
What's
listen.
this?
Lawman Bass Reeves.
Lawman Bass
I
Reeves.
About the
said-
first black
Black
sheriff.
Sheriff.
I
But
said
the-
I was going to
Boy,
start
this
it
thing mean.
now
What's
that
this on?
Loki is over.
But it's
It's
even
streaming.
more fascinating because
Streaming
they
on what?
dive
Paramount
into
Plus.
the history of Bass Reeves, and he's really the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger,
He's
right?
Bass
And they
Reeves-
painted a
Bass
picture
Reeves
like
is
the
the
Lone
Lone
I've
Ranger
Ranger.
was
seen.
this
I
white
think I saw
man.
the first 2 episodes.
And he's not no white man.
No,
Now, you were asleep the other night. It came on like after the football.
and they actually gave
It was a
plays
whole
Bass
series
Reeves?
on
Yeah.
Channel 3
Who-
about
who plays
Bass
this guy?
Reeves. And
No.
who
Bass
he
Reeves
is.
was the first black sheriff, but
Yeah, I'm saying who
He's
plays
also-
Bass Reeves?
Oh,
Some
yo,
African
yo,
African dude,
yo,
some
African
I can't
Yeah,
pronounce it.
Daniel
Yo.
Some
Okuleo.
The guy who
Oklahoma.
played
Him.
Martin
Some
Luther
shit.
King in something.
No,
Him.
did he
Yeah,
play
he
one?
played
Yeah,
Martin
he played
Luther
Martin
King.
Luther King.
But he's a
Dr.
good fucking
King?
actor.
I'll
He's
show
a
you.
good actor.
You know who he is when you
I'll
see
show you.
him.
But and that,
Yeah, who was
like,
my-
like Nelly
matter of
said,
fact,
actuality, it's a movie about the origins of the Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stole him from us too.
From us,
People
yeah,
don't know that.
him. David Oyelowo.
They tried to
Okay.
say that the Lone Ranger was a white man, knowing goddamn well that Indians
And
ain't
they
fuck with no
all-
white man.
And
That's
they
why
were
they had to
like,
get
you
the
know,
black people.
everything
Okay.
about him is what the Lone Ranger
That's all right.
character was
Yeah.
built around.
That's
Like he
decent.
had a white horse. He
Yep.
stayed with the
Look, the
Indians and
black
learned
man-
how to
look, the
communicate
black
with
mass
all the
is the
different
rip-off
Indian
because of
tribes.
his black
And he
face.
wore
That's
a
their
mask.
shot at him.
Yeah, I saw the
wearing
first
the
2
black mask.
episodes when
He
he.
never wore a black mask to cover his face.
And he only
Right, yeah.
what he was a non-violent
Well, no, he only killed you if he had to.
But
he had
they
morals and
said
integrity.
his numbers were something
why he
like
ended up being
3,000 and
he brought more
something
people in.
people in, and
alive.
he only killed like 20.
So he was like a bounty hunter too. Then. You
Well,
know,
well, at that time, the sheriffs were that.
Right.
The sheriffs
Yeah.
and marshals
Yeah.
were that. They just went and found people who
so
was
he
on
was
the
a
list.
sheriff.
He was the first
He was the
black,
first
Black
sheriff.
sheriff.
Yeah.
And so how did he get the? Oh, so they called
You
him.
gotta watch
the
them. No,
tag.
You gotta watch it.
You gotta
Yeah,
watch.
that
You gotta
shit
watch
good,
how he
bro.
get it. You gotta watch
Yeah.
how he get. He get it. I'm
Don't
spoil
tell
you a little bit.
Nah, don't tell
I don't
him.
give a shit. Tell
He
me.
get it from
Alright,
socking white people.
Yeah.
He get it from socking white men.
Punching him in their face.
In the face.
Yeah, so,
In the face.
and they just call him the
Hard
Lone
joints.
fucking
No. Respect.
Respect, yeah.
Respect of his integrity. The man who punched in the face is the one who actually got him the job, who recommended him. The man, because at this time, you were called a posse man if
Yeah.
you weren't a sheriff. They was the
Okay.
person they brung who actually did the work.
Yeah. All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
They're the ones who actually did the work, the tracking, the
Yeah.
physical, all
They
that.
did all that shit.
All that.
The sheriff just was like the head of the
So,
shit. He the fucking
He
supervisor.
winds up going to the war. His origins are from the war, black slave in the war.
You gonna watch this show?
Gotta watch it.
I saw the
Gotta
first 2
watch it,
episodes.
bro.
I just
No.
haven't.
Gotta watch it. It's
I've
It's
gotta
so
be
awesome.
behind like 1 or 2 episodes.
On Paramount.
It's
I'm gonna
just-
check that shit out. I look at it, but
if
It's
you
so
watch the first
crazy.
one, you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, it definitely reels you in.
If you watch the first
It's just
and
crazy
they
how
got a
much they
strong black woman in
whitewash
it. And they got a
all our
strong black
shit.
woman in it.
Like
that's
they just
decent.
whitewash all our shit. Like it's so crazy how I grew up watching this
Yeah.
Lone
Yeah.
Ranger.
Yeah. Nobody.
And now here I
But
am
that was a good
just
fucking
finding
show. I
out.
love the
40
Lone Ranger.
Now
back when
I don't
grew up.
like this
No.
shit.
Why
I don't
now?
fucking
Because-
like it
because he
now.
wasn't white, bro.
He
It's
was
okay
not
though, but it
a
was a good
fucking
show
white.
though.
Not
Like what
okay,
the fuck?
bro.
Why is
No.
not okay?
Because they stole
They
from us.
white-
I can
Wash
dig
the
that
shit
though,
out
but
of
what the
her.
fuck difference does that make
It
now?
makes
though?
a big-
It still
it
make
It makes a hell of a
It
difference
makes
because
a
they
difference
couldn't
of
say it
why-
back then.
It makes a
It was
difference of
why
why
they did
a
it.
population
They did
of
it to
people that
change the
actually
narrative.
Okay.
outnumber another population of people does not have the same equity in the country which they built.
My
So
thing
you
is-
telling me
my
I'm
thing is,
supposed to
it's a
not
part
like
of
the
them
Dukes of
changing the
Hazzard
narrative.
now because I know
I'm
that
not-
the General
first
Lee
of all,
sign was fucking
No. They
Confederate
was
flag?
always racist.
They
No,
were
the Dukes of
always
Hazzard was
racist.
always
But
racist.
no,
They
what
never
I'm
hit
saying-
that.
But listen though, what
You
I'm
supposed to
saying-
know that
You're supposed to
then.
know
But
that
You're
listen,
supposed to know that
So
then.
I'm not supposed to like the Dukes of
No,
Hazzard
no,
now
we're not
telling you.
because
I love the
General
Dukes
Lee
of
was-
Hazzard.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's
I
what I'm
also
saying
love
now.
Archie Bunker. And what was he?
Hey, listen, he's one of my
And
favorite
what
fucking
is he?
people.
But what was he?
A
One of
stone
the
cold
first.
bigot.
Yeah, but
Bigot.
listen, but
You
it
know why
wasn't.
you like
It
it?
wasn't hidden
Because
from
he's
you.
respectful.
It
You know why I
wasn't
liked
He
him?
told
hidden
you
from
You
straight
know why I
up.
liked him?
He
Because
told
it
you
wasn't
straight
hidden.
up.
I can
It was
respect you
respectful.
if you tell me you don't
He was
like me to
respectful.
my face.
He was respectful.
No,
No,
he
he
wasn't. He was
wasn't.
very
He was very
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
But what he was
I'm talking in the
up
sense
front.
of him
Up front
telling
with
No,
you
he
he's
was up front.
No, I don't
And
like.
I
Like
can
that's just like.
understand
understand
Be
that.
upfront
I
where
can
I
take
stand.
that. You're allowed to
That's
feel how
just
you
like-
feel.
Right.
And what I respect about him was he took
Yeah.
whatever came with how he felt.
Yeah.
Nigga, this how I feel, so you can take it and you're allowed to feel how you feel. Because him and George was the best of friends.
But dig me though, dig, right?
Out of respect.
If we just talking about Archie Bunker, he ain't like nobody.
No,
No,
that's not true.
no,
He ain't like
he
That's not
nobody.
true. No,
No.
that's not true.
He didn't
Hey, who
like-
was Michael?
He didn't
loved
like
his
the
wife.
Bolsheviks.
Michael was
He didn't
Michael
like-
was
he
his
didn't
daughter's boyfriend.
Anybody. No,
Michael was
he
his
didn't-
daughter's
he was
boyfriend.
He didn't like
Jewish.
the Bolsheviks.
What, who?
Michael was
He didn't
Jewish,
like,
What
bro.
are you talking about?
Her boyfriend, he
boyfriend,
was
he didn't
Jew.
like
Her
him.
husband
He
was
was
Jewish.
The meathead.
He was
Yes.
Jewish,
Oh, the
bro.
one with the fucking
He didn't
beard.
like
He had-
anybody,
he
You
had-
talking
bro.
about George
So
Sutton.
he
He
You talking
barely
about
liked
He
his
didn't like
wife.
any-
It's
Anybody
because,
that was
but
not
why
white,
didn't he like him? Wait, I was about to say, why didn't he like him?
Yeah.
No. And meathead is
He
a
was-
derogatory term for
Yes.
Jews because they
Yeah.
fucking cut meat all the time.
Right.
He was
He like
racist to him.
nobody.
He didn't like him
He-
because he was Jewish, nigga.
Right.
He
He
did not
only
like him
liked-
because
But
he
what
He
I'm
only
saying,
liked
he didn't like
white-
nobody.
No, he didn't
Protestant-
like anybody who
That's
was
it.
not white.
Protestant, Anglo-Saxon men.
That
That's
racist,
it.
nigga.
And then
Yeah.
the women could come in.
And then women could come in. He tolerated
Because
women.
he loved
That's
Edith,
it.
but he ain't like her.
No, he loved her. He
Right.
tolerated her.
He ain't like her. He ain't like Edith. That was my
he
choice,
liked
though.
her. He didn't
I loved
respect
her.
her.
I love that
He
show,
liked
man.
her. He didn't respect her.
Yeah,
He
but
liked her
I'm
in her
just-
place.
I'm just over like
The whole
find like the
whitewashing.
yeah the
When you
whole
find out,
whitewashing. Like,
it's
fucked up when you
See,
find out shit.
I always tell people I'm never surprised anymore because when
Nah.
I
Knowledge
when
is
I was
power.
an
'Cause they
undergrad,
stole everything.
well, no, that and when I was an undergrad, the first thing I studied was entertainment, and then when I was trying to figure out what master's degree I wanted. I was in different programs. My minor was African American Studies because Temple had like the first in the nation established, and it was really good, led by Dr. Asante. So I had a couple of classes with him. So I was, and at this time, I'm like heavy into studying the 5%, and I'm really trying to figure out and learn history more. So a lot of stuff, I'm never surprised because I learned about it
Yeah.
already.
Mhm.
It's like, yes, they whitewashed our history a whole lot. The information is there. You really have to go look for it or want to know it in order to know, like, oh, that's where this comes from. Oh, that's what that is. So no, it's not that you weren't supposed to like these particular shows. There's nothing wrong with liking them, but you definitely are supposed to know and understand, at least at this point in your life, the impact that the whitewashing of those shows have on today.
mhm.
Have
And
you
the impact
seen?
that it will have tomorrow, considering they're still trying to whitewash
Have
our
you seen
history
the new
because they
Fresh Prince?
realized by 2035 or 2053 that the
Mhm.
minority
outnumbered.
will be
They
the
gonna be
majority.
outnumbered.
Yeah.
Which we
They're
already
already
were.
not
Which-
outnumbered.
Which we already were.
But I digress.
Have you seen the new Fresh Prince?
No.
Total whitewash. Total whitewash.
Why you say that? I heard that was a good show.
I didn't
It was a
say
good
it wasn't
show.
a
It was a
good
good
show.
show.
I
It
said,
was
I
a
said
good show.
why you say that?
Because it's not
I
the
heard it
Fresh
was a
Prince.
good
It's
show.
not the Fresh Prince that you and I grew up on.
That's
So
what. Yeah,
it-
but
so
that's
I'm
what
not
that's
gonna
what they
say it was-
said though.
I'm not going to say it was whitewash. I'm
But
going to say it was.
They just took a
it
different
was
angle.
current
No.
rich kid washed for sure, because there aren't too many people that have the level of oxy issue that he had. That's not on Kensington Skid Row.
Well, yeah,
outside
but
of
that
other
still
rich
that
kids.
still was a white
and you
issue.
can't
to
say
me.
it's white. See, it's a white issue to you, but to black affluent kids, that is a everyday first world problem. And I know black affluent kids, it's normal for them. One of my friends died at 13 from a heroin overdose. He wasn't black, but but
Is it-
I'm just saying 13, 16. We were
But
16.
it's
All right,
some of
but
this
what
stuff,
I'm
it's
saying
a
to
show
you is
though, right?
no,
So
but they
are we
changed
gonna
the whole
take-
aesthetic.
I can dig it though, but ain't some of this stuff like figuratively talking and everything?
No, no, no.
No,
It's right.
that
No,
shit
it's
is
right
very
there.
real.
No, it's right
That
I
there.
shit
get
is
that
very
it's
No, it's
real,
right
but
there.
it's
Them
No, it's
kids is
right there.
fucking-
No, it's right
They
there.
is
I
This
get
nigga
that.
snorting lines off
fucking
his
on each
book.
other.
This nigga snorting lines off his book.
This nigga is
It's real.
I got this right, but they'll call this art, right? This is acting, ain't it?
No, what it is
It's acting, right?
what it is how
Are
they
we calling this not
what
acting?
it is how they depict this.
I
Is
got-
what I took from it.
No,
I
see,
got that though,
and
but
I
we
don't-
still call it so a story gonna be fabricated to some degree
Right,
because
I
it's still
wasn't offended
facts.
by
still
it because
I ain't like the
at
way they
end of the
changed
day.
I
the
wasn't
roles
offended
around.
by it because that's really in Bel Air today.
definitely brung it
That's
up
the
current.
problem that they're having.
They definitely brung it up. current.
That's why I didn't have a problem with it. In Bel
What
Air
was the
today,
what was the problem? they had on that
Ashley's
joint? 'Cause
gay,
I ain't seen the
Carlton's
show.
a
What
drug
was it?
addict. Ashley's gay, Carlton's a
Ashley
drug
is part
addict.
of the Legibitiqua.
French.
Carlton
Le-
Wait,
has
say that one more time.
Legibitiqua.
Le Bichigua.
Carlton has substance abuse
She made it a
issues,
singing group.
and the oldest daughter wants to be a singer, and a social media influencer,
But she's
which
conflicted.
Okay.
which she actually would be because that's how we have the Kardashians
It's a fact.
and
It's a
Okay.
fact.
Sophia
But she
Richie
loves
and
jazz.
Lionel Richie's other daughter and all
That
that.
sound like a
But she like Jazz, who's a regular common guy.
but
But
there
Jazz
was
isn't
a-
anymore.
But
He's a
remember,
business
Jazz
owner
was a
and-
regular common guy that was obsessed with
Yeah,
Hillary in
he's
the
a
first.
business
Yeah.
owner now and all this other
And I
stuff.
Well,
didn't
they had-
understand
they
We
had
how.
to
don't
give
know what the fuck Jazz
Nobody
did
knew
for
what
real,
Jazz
for real.
did
So
in
he
real
could have been a
life.
fucking
That
millionaire for
nigga
sure.
was around though.
For sure. And this one, he definitely drives the cab for
Yeah, he's an
it's his-
Uber driver
Yeah.
in this.
Uber
So
driver.
they gave Jazz a character.
He had a
Oh, he
character
in it.
in the
No,
first
no,
one.
no.
They gave
Well,
him
he has a more
more of
prominent
a
character.
more of a
Yes.
character.
Now
in
They
the
gave
joint,
him a
you know what I'm saying? Like,
storyline.
they gave him
Jazz
a
really a
story.
boss.
He got a
Yeah,
storyline.
Jazz really a boss.
No, they gave
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
is
a
a
story
fucking gangster,
line.
nigga.
Jeffrey's
Jeffrey
a
is a
Jeffrey
Jamaican rude boy.
a gangster, nigga.
A
we-
whole
but remember,
gangster.
Jeffrey got a little nasty.
No,
in the,
Je-
in
no,
the
he not
old
English.
joint,
He
you
not
know?
British.
Jeffrey
He
British,
Jamaican. No,
Jamaican,
he's
like
a
British
gang-
by
he
way
the
of Jamaican?
he the fixer.
No.
Oh,
He Phil
Jeffrey
Fixer
is
now.
a fixer for
Yeah, he
sure.
Phil Fixer now in this
Oh,
joint.
peace, guys.
Gang-
Hey, side.
so
Gangster.
they take a different
Ga-
whole different
a
angle
whole
on this
different
joint.
angle.
Yeah.
A whole
They made it a
different
different
angle.
angle on this
A
joint.
whole different
It's,
angle.
it's
which-
very relevant.
Which is
to what-
relatable to a lot of people in the world, right?
Today.
Like, yeah, today in the
In
world. So
2023.
so they hit the nail on the head, kind of,
No,
sort
they
of.
miss.
What they miss
He
on?
thinks
They
they
miss.
miss because
What they
he
miss
doesn't,
on, though?
because he doesn't relate.
I'm quite
to
sure
it.
some
They
people.
miss,
I'm
bro.
quite sure somebody can
They
relate
miss,
to
bro.
selling
But
drugs
It wasn't for them,
in
though.
college.
But
or
Chef, that's like
somebody
saying
can relate.
90210 missed.
It's like
It's
if
art.
90210 was definitely geographically and demographically geared for who it was geared for. It just caught
At that
us because
time.
we liked it.
At that
You know
time,
what I
It
mean?
didn't
too.
catch me at all because
I
I,
hated
had
it.
rich white friends
I
and I
ain't
still
like it.
couldn't relate to that
Nigga,
shit.
I ain't like it because
Yeah,
the
I
rich
couldn't
white
really
people I
relate.
knew ain't live like that.
That was why I'm this
You
is what
understand what I'm
saying.
saying? The rich
So-
white people I knew ain't live like
But
that.
that
But
doesn't
there
mean
were
that it
rich white
wasn't-
people that live
but
like
right,
that,
that
though.
Hence
Like
my-
real
hence
shit.
my
There was
point about today's
there's people that
storyline
live like
Yeah.
that,
with the
exactly
Fresh
like
Prince
that.
Ah,
That
I ain't never
naive
been.
People
to
that
the
live
world and
I ain't never
exactly
did. God
like that.
damn.
We
man.
just ain't meet them, but they
Annoyed me.
definitely
I
was
watched
out there.
that show with rich white
you
friends
know-
of mine. They was like, oh,
Yeah,
God,
that's them,
how they
but-
see us.
That, yeah, but they had to depict those characters off of somebody.
You know
So
what
there
my
are
white, you
people
know
that
what
was
my
out
rich white
there.
friends is like? Friends. That's all my rich white friends is.
My rich
Okay,
white
that's
friends,
your rich
They
white
like
friends.
friends.
But his
my
other
rich white
ones
friends are like my average black friends and like my poor black friends and like my uneducated black friends. I have different demographics of friends. I have rich white friends that are like friends. I have rich white friends that are
I
like
gotta say this right.
shameless.
I have rich white friends that like
I have
shameless.
poor white
Oh,
friends.
disgusting. Listen,
That are more Cosby than anything.
listen.
Well,
Poor white
was
people
my
is funny.
shit.
Hey, poor white people. I'm talking about
Shameless is
real
my
poor white
shit,
people.
yo.
It's,
The
it's-
scratching and surviving
Frank
white people.
is
It
out
is
of
funny to me.
I have rich black friends.
I have
So,
one rich
I have
black friend.
wealthy
I have one
black friends.
I have one rich black friend. One.
Oh wow.
You know, it runs the gamut. So I don't really try to pigeonhole anybody, especially the
Ooh,
ones
I'm
that are
lying.
what you call new money. I have friends that are old money.
I have
Ooh.
all, well, the rich people I know are all
Shouts
old
out
money. I
to
don't
the
have any
rich
new
black
rich
friends that
new money rich.
she
I don't have any
has
new rich
and
money
that
friends.
He has. And shouts out to the rich
I
white
don't know
friends
nobody.
that she has.
I know
and
Rise.
that he has.
Well,
I
in my
know,
defense,
I don't have.
well,
I don't
mine
know
are
any
mine are
rich white
athletes.
people
That's
or
definitely
any-
mine are athletes. Yeah, that's mine are just athletes from
I
playing
mean-
I
ball.
wish I had some rich friends.
All right, you know what? I have rich associates. I
I
don't
know
have rich
Rise.
friends. I can't borrow no
Anybody
money from
know
none of them
Rise?
niggas.
I
You
know
hear me? I can't borrow no money. Well,
Where's
I'm
the,
lying.
They got
Shout
dating
out.
apps. Where's the apps for
Shout
friends?
out.
I definitely have
Yeah,
friends that
shout-
have been like,
I'm about to
I
shout
heard
out.
you complaining about such and
yeah,
such.
yeah.
Get that back
yeah,
to me when you can.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
Well, what y'all doing for the holiday?
Yeah.
So
Thanksgiving.
I would rather work, but my father has talked me into going to Orlando to my uncle's
Damn,
house. My
you
uncle
gonna be
got a new
gone.
house, but I'm coming back on Friday. I'm leaving
Oh,
Wednesday.
we doing something Friday.
and I'm coming. And it's funny because me and my friends are having a Friendsgiving on
Oh.
Boo your
Friday.
friends.
Right, y'all?
Ha.
It's a Friendsgiving.
Boo your friends.
Friendsgiving. Why everybody
Wait,
having
what
this
time?
Friendsgiving thing. What's this
Oh, late.
about?
It's a late Friendsgiving.
We at that.
It's a late Friendsgiving.
We're crashing that.
We had that.
And then we're having
We had that.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Black
Friendsgiving.
Friday.
fashionably late. We having Black Friday Friday.
Black Friday.
And it's up this way, so if you come after you leave.
We doing that.
Nah.
But I'll be flying in on Friday, so I'll
Oh gosh.
She'll
Where
be
you coming from?
flying in.
You can
I
get me off
said,
the tarmac,
I'm going
darling.
to Orlando to see my
I mean,
with
you
my
can you
family.
can get me when I arrive off the tarmac. The
I've
fuck?
only experienced that once.
I'll be getting off the
She
train
said- She said, "I'll be flying in on Friday."
and on Thursday.
Y'all think I be talking shit now? Wait till next year when
I
my little
see
sister
you
come off as my
pencil
companion, and
later.
I put one of my girlfriends on. I'm gonna be everywhere. Somebody that can go places. We gonna be everywhere.
Just
You think
put
I went to
me in
Chicago
there
for a birthday
sometime.
party?
No,
now?
we
Hey,
trying
man,
to
I
go.
feel you over there.
The
No, I
fuck?
feel you. I
Just
wanna-
bring
You
me
be tripping,
with you
dog. You don't ever take me
sometime.
nowhere.
I'm
Just a
not
little
greedy.
bit.
I don't have
Hey,
to go
T-Plant.
all the time.
Oh,
You
hey,
know what,
Mont.
Raz?
Hey, what's up,
Harvard,
Mont?
something
Hey,
tuned in.
You know what I
So
am
I-
calling in my I know I rise ticking on, and I know you said what you said before, but whatever it looks like, you know, like if it's just being in the race, like try to slide. I need the Roots picnic. I'm calling
Yo,
in the I know
so-
rise
So this
on
is
that.
what I tell everybody.
I know what
about
you
the
said. I
Roots
heard
Picnic,
it, and I
really
said
shouldn't
I'm
be
a-
saying this
look,
out
I said
loud,
I'm
'cause
You
I don't
shouldn't
like-
say
No,
it
no,
out
no.
loud. but
No,
you
don't
are,
say it to
though.
nobody.
But you definitely are.
Don't
though.
say
Why
that
you
out
about-
loud.
I have a
Don't say
different.
that out
I have
loud.
a different
Don't do
angle
that.
though.
Don't
Ryan.
say that out
If you-
loud, Raz.
Hold
Listen,
on,
if
hold on.
your own
I mean, buy a
disclaimer
ticket
is
is
like,
what I was gonna say.
Hold on,
Buy a
listen,
ticket.
people. I have a different angle. I
Okay.
want us to come at a different angle because they
Let's go.
always have these live podcasts broadcasting from there. Why wouldn't Glockaware and us, it's
Have a
Hey.
Glockaware
affiliates,
stage.
have a
I
Glockaware
need to
stage?
find out who I need to talk
There
to.
You
see
sure
that?
do need to
See,
find
this
that
is
out.
why you have to know Rise. Not because
No.
I want to be
Hey.
a spectator.
Hey.
No,
I
I
meant
want to pitch
however it
my
look.
idea to Rise and see
I
if
had
we
to
can
drop
pull
this
off
link to
being
Brandon Becky
the
over at
live-
Live
That's a
Nation
great
and
idea.
ask
Did
him,
we just
how
become
do you
best
get on the
friends?
Yes!
podcast?
High five! You see? You
I mean,
gotta
that's
think
it.
big,
Post the
people.
fuck
out it.
That's definitely it.
Theoretically,
And it's a long time. So
You're
we can
thinking small when
rotate
you think you
hosts.
should be
I was
thinking
about to
big,
say-
bitch.
I was about to say
Yeah, I'm
theoretically
with the
because
gang.
it is
Yeah,
2
the
days
gang.
and
Black
they
Thought,
have
what's
the
up?
rotate
hosts.
Yeah, we can rotate people
They
in
could
and
actually
out.
have the
Come
entire.
on, Questlove.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
family
Look,
do
I'll
social
let
media
Glockaware for
Before-
sure.
Let me tell you something about Questlove. He has no idea what the fuck is going on with the Roots Picnic. He barely knows when his podcast time is on the thing. He is
Sure
told
did.
that time. He does not organize
He's
it.
the
He
most
just he's
busiest
given a
person on
schedule and he
the.
is told this is who's performing and this is who y'all playing with. So this is where you need to be at this time.
We
He
just
don't
need
have-
media
That's crazy.
passes.
Outside of that,
We award-winning
curation,
podcast
you don't really
people
have
now.
too
I
much
think we're
say on
worthy.
what else is going on.
General,
We worthy
we
of
need
it.
Glockaware
Hey,
press
Shout
passes.
out to Questlove's
We an
assistants
entity.
then.
And
Like,
press
and
passes
he
are
did that.
definitely different. Like I was on the same type time
Yeah.
Nelly was on. It's kind of like okay, because
Make it make sense.
it's a station within
Mm.
itself.
Mhm.
It's not like you just need an hour or
Black owned too.
if there is time for more than an hour, there literally is
Support
over
black.
10
Yeah.
hours of programming.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's
Glockaware run
suitable for that
24/7.
event.
Support
And
black.
There's
Shout out to the
24/7.
Roots.
I'm just saying the length of the concert is
No, it
up
sounds like a pitch to me.
about 12 hours.
No, it sounds like
you
a
know.
pitch to me.
Sounds
Shout
like
out
a
Roots-
very
shout
good
out to
pitch
Roots
to me.
Concert,
Well,
shout
you
out
know, I
Live
am an
Nation.
educated person.
That's
I
what I'm
do.
talking about.
Sound like a pitch.
I do work in marketing. I
Sure
do have a
do.
master's
That's
degree.
your
I'm not
wheelhouse.
just because sometimes I
That's
like
your
that.
wheelhouse there, huh?
Like
You heard it
I'm a
here
little
first, people.
slow.
We're claiming it. We're going to be
You
at the
know,
Roots
I'm
Picnic.
actually
Glockaware,
very
We'll
smart.
see y'all in
What is
June.
it?
at the-
Glockaware
at the-
table, Glockaware, what is it? Glockaware booth,
Glockaware
booth.
everything.
We claiming it.
You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about? Two,
Glockaware.
Well, what you
Glockaware
want
everything.
is more than a booth because
In
you
June.
want
We wanna
the
be able to walk
opportunity to
around.
interact
Well,
with people.
yeah.
'Cause we
and-
got the
Yeah.
microphones that hook
Yeah,
up to
I
our
wanna
phone.
interact
Yeah,
with
we
all
need
of y'all.
interviews
because
live.
Come
there is
interact.
a podcast stage.
That's
what
But
I'm talking about.
I know
Yeah.
this. My
Yeah.
best friend has two
Two,
shows
we speaking
that
this
are
thing
on
into
it
fruition, bro.
every
We
year.
We
need
definitely
press
gonna speak
passes.
this thing into
We
fruition.
need press passes. We need to be in there.
Yeah.
Glockaware need to be in there. Thinking
And at
outside the
the-
box
and
live
at
from the
I'm
I'm
just
roots.
just saying, at the very least, if you're not able to participate this year, yes, press
Yes,
passes to
yes.
kind of link
Exactly.
up,
Yes.
Mhm.
collect your
Yes.
information and your
Yes.
sound bites and your snippets and your
True,
what's that shit
true.
called? 'Cause
Oh.
you know your content. There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Collect your
Load it all
content.
up.
Thinking outside the box live from
This
the roots.
is why the show
concert.
is called Thinking Outside. I'm
the
always
box
thinking
live
outside
here
the
on
box.
Over a Drink because she's always thinking outside
Always.
the box, and as
Yeah.
you see, it kind of
Always.
rolls over.
It's
And
gonna
then it
happen,
make a box.
people.
We make our own box, people.
Hey, Lindy, what
Make it
up,
cute,
But
cuzzo?
it's circle
Put a triangle in it.
in an
In the
ovular
box.
shape.
Yes, I see you. I see what you.
Thank you,
doing.
guys. That's it. See?
Honestly, I'm telling y'all, every year when it comes to Roots Picnic, I hear the lineup and then I text my best friend and be like, so just so you know, I want to go this year. Because I feel like I have to remind her because I know what she's thinking every time I hear her up. She's thinking, I rise. You know 1,000 people outside of me to hit up for your access. But my thing is, at this point, not only am I so comfortable with her being my access, she's the most inside track because she works for
So that should go to.
Sean G, who is the head of Live Nation Urban. And I do have a relationship of my own with Brandon Pankey, but I also know that Brandon
She's throwing in
If
the
I,
lip.
if, listen, if I had the bomb
She
joint,
throwing
like
the
like
shit
like
right
what you call it,
joy
I would drop a
about
bomb
shit
right
out them
now.
names.
Boom!
Listen, she
dropped
just
it on
saying
the
them
bomb.
all
She
fucking
throw them
regular.
names the fuck.
Hey, she's saying them. All.
If y'all don't know who
Hey,
they
Took,
are,
fuck that. Let me
y'all
get
ain't
3
gotta know
bomb
who these
joints
people-
just
y'all can
now.
Google
Let me
them,
get
though.
3 bombs just now on the lake. Just
Listen,
Just
a lot
on
of
the
that is for
strength.
my own benefit, so that I
I
can feel
understand,
comfortable
though, but
reaching out
they
like, hey,
definitely,
you know, I be
listen.
picking y'all up, so what's
Hey,
up?
y'all can
This
Google
is
that.
why Rise
Them
is
names might not be
my
familiar
famous
to y'all.
person.
It ain't supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be familiar. I only know him because she say
I
him.
don't
Drop a
need
bomb
nobody
like
else.
I know him.
Cosmic Cat.
Yeah, 3 bombs. That shit was crazy.
Y'all can have all the
You so
famous people
dope.
y'all
Yeah,
want. I got
yeah.
an I
You
Rise
so
in my
dope.
back pocket.
No, she is
Yeah.
famous.
Cosmic
What are you
Cat
talking
sent me
about?
on
She
an
the
errand
good
to
kind of
fix
That's what I
famous.
said.
The
Y'all can
accessible
have-
famous.
Drop another bomb. Boom for
and
Cosmic
that was
Cat.
the first time I
Bitch,
ever really.
And he
like,
owe her
let him
money.
know, you know what I'm saying?
And he
For
gonna-
an errand that he sent me on.
Cosmic
Hey,
Cat, pay
Cat,
my
get that
sis.
Shit
money
like
up,
send me
man.
to run
Stop
on
that.
Where
errands.
that bread at? Don't make
Come
her
on,
slide
man.
up on you.
We just dropped the bomb for you too. Boom.
Don't get us not invited to
I don't
the
even know
Roots
if that's a
Picnic.
bomb.
No,
But
no, cab
but-
on my sis some
you
bread.
drop
Like
names,
it's funny
like-
because I reached out to my
Damn.
best friend and I was like, "Yo,
Okay.
the Grammys is this weekend. I'm coming to stay with you." She texted me back. She said, "Okay, but you might just be here by yourself because I don't know if I'm gonna be around." I was like, "Gasp!"
Oh,
Because now I really will have to reach out to my contacts.
So what you saying?
She going to the Grammys.
Bomb! Damn, God damn.
I'm
That
saying,
out of all of
That's
that,
another
that's what
bomb.
she
I
said.
Hey,
have
listen.
never in my life
I heard
been
that shit
to
here
the
first.
Can I be
Grammys
outside?
award
I heard that
show.
Can I
shit
be
first.
outside?
Never been
Can I just be
I've
outside?
always been
Wow,
flying
homegirl.
back on the day of
Can
the
I
Gonna
just
Grammys.
be
at the
outside?
No,
motherfucking
I'm not
Grammys.
saying
She
that.
is
I've
so.
never
She
been.
said
You
it. She
speaking
said
that
No, I
shit to
didn't.
fruition.
She
But
said
I
she
go
going.
to LA for
Gonna be at
Grammy
the
weekend.
Grammys.
I have done that
You
because
better
I go to the
fucking-
Roots
You
party.
better broadcast
and I go to a
live when
couple
you in the
other
Grammys
parties.
too. I want to
Yeah,
see
I
that
do
shit
that.
live. I'm your
I
fucking
mean,
plus
you can come
one.
now. How we gonna get in? You know, I'm good for finagling that. Yeah.
I'm gonna be your plus one on this shit. All right.
I don't gotta get in. I'm sure the fringes, shit like the Roots party and the little fringe shit.
It be
I'm
a
sure
lot
that's
going on.
adequate
Yeah.
For me,
One-
I pay for my
one
own
thing
ticket
about
and my
me-
lodging. I pay for my own
One thing
ticket and
about me
lodging.
is if
Mhm.
I fucks with you, I fucks with you. I have no problem with giving you
going-
the access that I
We
have.
going to
Oh,
the
that's
It's
true.
if I don't
That's
fuck
true.
with you if it's a problem.
We
There be a
going to
lot
the
going
Grammys.
I'm
on.
gonna definitely
Grammy
call you
weekend,
on that
too.
shit at this point in my life. I'll be like, so you barely talk to me, but you want me to do what then? Like,
That'll be super dope.
She
You
didn't
at the
say that
Grammy. That shit in
We
February
going to the
too.
Grammys.
My birthday in February.
I'm gonna be around it.
it's like the 8th or some shit like that.
I know,
like
my
it,
birthday in February.
My birthday.
I love to be in LA during the Grammys. It'd be cold there. I ain't gotta
It
go to the
be cold. Let
Grammys.
me
I
tell
love to
you,
be in
let me
LA.
Let me tell you what I did last Grammys weekend. I went to LA without a jacket, not because
Oh,
I
you
didn't
was
want to take
tripping.
I
You
forgot.
was tripping.
I seen the daytime weather.
Yeah,
I
you was
forgot
definitely
to check
tripping.
what the nighttime
Yeah,
low is.
you was definitely
I was
tripping.
like, "Woo, girlfriend!"
shit dropped
No,
at
I went
60.
to the
It's-
store and bought a motherfucking hoodie. Like, no, I was not tripping.
I did that.
I'm going to
I
buy
did
a
that in
jacket.
San Fran. I
That
did
shit
that
is cutting
myself.
into my budget because the plane ticket was free, and I had just started my job. I had only been on the job 2 fucking days.
So you fucking
2
You
days.
got lucky.
They was like, "You can go where?" I said, "Wait a minute, when can I fly?" They said, "You can fly today if you got somewhere to go." I said, "Wait." So when do we gotta come back to work? They were like, "Tuesday. As long as you're in here Tuesday." I said, "I'm going to LA for the weekend."
That is
That's where
dope.
I'm going.
Damn,
to
that's
LA
another
for the
fucking
weekend.
bomb.
That's dope.
Boom. She
Right,
went to
that's
L.
where
She
I'm
said,
going.
"Fuck that.
Shit,
I'm going to LA for the
Like-
weekend."
For
Ain't
Nah,
that
life.
they
some
ain't send
shit?
me nowhere.
I'm gonna fly to LA for
Yeah,
lunch.
for the weekend. Let's just go to LA for the weekend. Motherfucker can't even get to Virginia for the fucking weekend. He talking
We
about, I'm
go
gonna
there
fly
too.
to
We
LA.
go to Hampton.
Damn. Yeah, god damn.
We go to Richmond.
That's
Ain't
hot.
that some shit?
We
You
go
do a
to
lot of traveling.
Toronto. I try
Toronto,
to.
Canada?
Let me tell you, I try
Oh.
to travel.
The 6?
Outside, I was brought up. I was raised traveling. Like I have
Mm-hmm.
fond memories of going on vacation to the Bahamas when I was like 3 and 6, in Jamaica when I was 11 with my parents before
She
I
has
started
photos.
going. Like,
She's not lying. She got
like,
photos, all this shit.
my parents, that
was
was
wild.
an
It's
experience
hot.
they always share with us and instill with me. I remember I was in 6th grade and I asked could I go to Mexico as an exchange student. And I remember they didn't want me to go, but I actually got permission to go once I did the whole fucking filling out the application and writing the essay and I got chosen. My parents felt like we have to let her go because like that's Mexico. We don't know if we're ever going to take her to Mexico. So like I was
You went
raised
to Mexico when you was what?
in
Oh,
6th grade. I lived there for 30 days as an exchange student.
ain't that some shit?
I went to Escuela de Benjamin Franklin. I went
You
to the
was in
Benjamin
Mexico
Franklin
for
School.
30? That's wild.
Yes.
That's a wild
And
experience.
I-
We gotta talk about
I
that
stayed with the
experience
girl
someday,
named,
yo.
and shout out to Marcella Rincon because I've been looking for her on Facebook.
Shout out to
I
Marcella.
stayed
Where
with
you
the
at,
girl named
Marcella?
Marcella Rincon.
Where
Her
you at?
family owned hotels. I
And
lived in
Where are
Naucalpan,
you,
Mexico,
Marcella?
which is outside of Mexico City. Her family owned hotels. So again,
Another bomb.
I didn't.
Bomb, a Mexican bomb right
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
She said her family owned the hotels down in
owned
Mexico.
hotels in
Bomb.
Mexico.
That's a Mexican
So-
bomb. Shouts out
So
to Rosella.
on the weekend,
She was living with a family that ran a cartel.
maybe in
Bomb.
hindsight, on weekends we
In
went to stay at her
6th
family's
grade.
hotels.
Oh my
Definitely was
God.
living with the fucking men.
God damn, this is my mom.
She was living with Teresa Mendoza.
Hey, we
I
talking-
wish I would have known then. I could have
Jesus
put my dad
Christ.
D. It might have saved us a lot of time and
She was
energy.
a
Shit.
foreign
Shit.
exchange
Would've.
student
God damn.
at the home of
shit?
Teresa
No, I was
Mendoza, the
Mexico
queen
at
of the
12.
South.
It's
I was 12.
She cognizant of what's going
I
on
was
now a
very
little
cognizant.
bit.
I
She
t-
cognizant of
I've
what's
said it
going
on here
on.
before. My father was you know, my dad used to do shit like buy the whole neighborhood super soaker water guns.
Absolutely.
Whole neighborhood was laced. We used to have water fights.
That was his connect.
I'm-
Allegedly.
That was not. No, I said I wish I would have known then. We knew those people too. Yo, we knew those people too.
We
Allegedly.
knew everything.
Holiday time used to get some shit from FedEx.
A lot of
Oh, that's
shit
real
showed
shit.
up at Rod's house.
There's a lot of shit going on. Credit
I
card
was the
shit.
only-
And I'm
Listen,
not talking about on the
I
holiday.
had
It's fucking
cable.
Monday.
I
Of
had chip boxes. I was
course you did.
unsupervised.
course you were.
He knows.
That's real shit.
I was allowed to
Facts.
have
What
company.
they say? Facts.
What
Facts.
you say?
Facts. She definitely was. Listen, she had company. We come home from camp and shit. We go to her house and shit like that. So she got company at like 12 p.m. in the afternoon, bro. All day. It's company. We in
And-
there. We
Okay,
chilling.
Roz's family
Chef.
sold
Chilling.
drugs.
No,
12
not only
p.m.
that, chef.
You go over there in the
Truth be
morning for
told-
breakfast. Like we went over there for breakfast in the
told,
morning
I
and
was
shit, bro.
square.
Like real
So
shit.
I hooky school. I started hooking school like 9th grade because I went to private school. I did not like missing school. I started
Private,
hooking
me
school
too.
Private
ninth
school.
9th grade.
All the
I
drug,
do shit like
all the
tell-
drug dealers' kids
I
go
do
to
shit
private
like
school.
tell my mom. I do shit like tell my mom I stay home. She'd be like, "Well, what happened? Y'all got out early?" No, we just stay home. She'd be like, "Well, who the fuck is we?" Oh yeah, like me and so and so and so and so. She used to be like, "Yo, y'all hooky school." I was like, "We stayed home. I'm a square. I don't know what the fuck it is to hooky school."
She's like, I just
Stay
didn't
home.
go. I just
We
didn't
stay
go.
home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my mom, oh, what up, Boomy?
Was out shopping, spending
Hey,
drug
lazy
money.
lion.
Let me tell you,
Her mom was
my
out
brother
shopping,
had
spending
the
drug
best
money.
easy in the
Stories
world.
about- What?
Yo.
Which one? Which one?
Well, the one that I used to go to around the corner from the crib all the time because you know me, I like convenience.
Marcy Street,
Marshall Street.
without a doubt, bro. But
All right.
18th Street was the best speakeasy I ever been to.
Oh
yo.
shit!
We-
Now it's time to say
But
goodbye.
we can't leave without saying, come on, go birds.
Go Birds.
Hey, go
Go
birds
Birds.
tonight too.
Go
Fuck the
Birds.
Chiefs.
Yes, the only
We all
Swift
about
we acknowledge
Beyonce.
is who?
Oh my
The
nigga.
only Kelsey we acknowledge
Come
is
on,
who?
y'all
Yeah, that's
already
right.
know. Y'all
That's
already
right.
know.
Like,
Listen,
come on.
we about
Let's
Beyonce.
go
Fuck
birds.
Taylor Swift.
Well,
Oh my
Say no.
God.
now it's time to say
Cancel.
Yes,
goodbye.
stay tuned.
Cancel.
We still got what's today? Today is
He
Monday.
just got y'all
so we
canceled.
still got
Wouldn't
the
have you
tunnel
canceled? I
bangers
don't
coming
mean
might
up.
be
Tunnel
y'all
bangers
last
up
show.
next, y'all.
When are you on, Nelly?
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
9 to
9 to
10.
10.
Think
Thinking
outside the box with us, y'all.
Tune in, y'all.
Tune
I think
in.
I'm gonna try to come by this Wednesday.
Ooh,
I
that'd
hope
be
so.
I told you
decent.
I drop the kids
What
off
time?
every
That'll be
9
dope.
a.m.
9 to
I'll be in
10.
this neighborhood.
9 to 10.
All right, so thinking outside.
AM.
Took, play some music.